Hey guys, it's Lauren Delgado, food reporter with the Orlando Sentinel. It can be really hard to find something healthy to eat when you're eating out, but I have a guest here from Marlow's Tavern who has a perfect dish to try if you're trying to look for something a little lighter.
I'm really excited to talk a little bit about our grilled chicken stack.
Awesome.
Something we've had on the menu since day one. It's one of those dishes that I change the garnish seasonally, so we keep it fresh every season. We always have a great chicken dish, but we want to try and do something different for the flavors of the season, lighten it up in the summertime, and then of course, get a little richer in the winter.
Perfect. This sounds delicious. Let's get you cooking.
Excellent. First, going to oil the chicken with just a little bit of olive oil, and then we have a little bit of salt and pepper. And again, I can't talk about how much salt and pepper is critical to these dishes. One of the things when you want to make sure you do is getting that grill nice and hot, number one, and then oil in the grill so the chicken or the protein, whether it's steak or fish, does not stick. And the other piece of grilling chicken is making sure you get the skin side down because you want to get that nice and crispy and delicious. Once you put that on, you want to season the second half with a little bit of oil. And then we're going to do a little bit more salt and pepper on this side. So season both sides evenly. While that's cooking, we're going to get the sauce hot. So I'm going to put the sun-dried tomato sauce in one of our pans. With a really hot pan, you're going to let it cook down. You can already smell those sun-dried tomatoes,
amazing.
right?
Oh my goodness.
Once the sauce has started to melt, I'm going to start the sauteed zucchini and squash. So a little bit of olive oil, maybe about an ounce. And as you can see, the pan is nice and hot, and you see the oil starts to separate. So that tells you got a really nice hot saute pan. So we're going to dump in all of the squash and zucchini. You just want to do this very lightly with the olive oil, so again, keeping it really simple and really flavorful. We're going to add in a little bit of the chopped bacon, so the chopped applewood smoked bacon, so maybe about a tablespoon or so for a portion this size. I'm going to add a little bit of chopped scallion for some flavor, and then saute all of those ingredients together. So that should cook for about, until it's lightly wilted. You want to keep the structure, and you don't need to get it too wilted because it's already thin and julienne, so it should be really good. As the chicken's been grilling, we like to do diamond marks. We want to make sure you get a nice hot sear, and as you can see, it didn't even stick to the grill at all. And we're going to do a quarter turn, and we're going to sear the second half of the chicken to make a perfect diamond mark. If you don't do that at your house, that's okay. But for us, it really makes a beautiful presentation. Start with the sauce. So again, the sun-dried tomato sauce. And then we create a nice base to build the dish. Next, we're going to put in the zucchini and squash carbonara. So just a nice pile towards one side or the other. And you get a nice distribution of the bacon. Then we'll add our sauteed spinach. And so what I like to do when if you have a single breast, you don't need to do this part of the process. But since we do, I like to cut out the center. There's a small cartilage piece in here, so we trim that out. And then we'll place that on top of the spinach. And then we're going to garnish the dish with the beautiful freshly grated Parmesan cheese and the fresh parsley around the entire presentation. And then some parsley oil drizzled around the outside. And that is the grilled chicken stack at Marlow's Tavern for the summer edition.
How beautiful is this dish? My goodness, with all those amazing fresh ingredients, and oh my gosh, it's almost too pretty to eat.
It's almost too pretty to eat.